Welcome back. Now with the new year comes new opportunities for our area, especially in College Station, that continues to see business and people moving into town.
That's right, Jordan. But after propositions were passed on the ballot, there's a lot of people wondering what costs will look like this year. And our KAGS William Johnson spoke with Mayor Nichols about his hopes for this city and of the year.
Now that the election's over, how does it feel to officially be the mayor?
Well, I feel pretty comfortable with the routine things.
One of the key things that you brought up before Election Day was that if you were elected, you wanted to usher in leadership and make sure that all of the council members were in agreement into what needs to happen in order to improve the city. What do you think needs to happen?
Well, we'll never always agree on everything, that's for sure. As we go into this new year, of course, we go into a new budgeting year, which means we do have an opportunity to reallocate resources and reestablish some priorities.
There were a lot of propositions on the ballot, you know, some allocated to parks, I think some allocated to fire, if I'm not mistaken. Right. Why are those issues necessary? A
new fire station to serve that region and the southern part of the city is critical as we grow. You've got to maintain response times, and as you grow, you can't maintain response times if you don't have the properly positioned equipment.
Looking at these propositions, it is going to cost the city a lot of money to accomplish what you guys want to accomplish. And so is that going to come at the expense of taxpayers, though?
We know that we can, with a current tax rate, accomplish even more than the capital projects that were approved in the bond issue. There may be other needs that will require tax increases down the road, but I'm not expecting that to happen immediately.
Is that because of inflationary needs?
The city's tax revenue on the property tax side did increase significantly, but if you take a look at the current market, you'll probably see that the appraisals won't be increasing that much in 23.
College Station is really arguably seeing a lot of economic development compared to other cities in Texas. And one of those issues I think you mentioned was Northgate. There was a lot happening at Northgate, but I think that also caused a bit of controversy. I think there's a matter of the safety of the people who attend Northgate versus the financial profitability of the bars.
We'll be looking at that early in the year and adopting some of those policies. They're currently working in a committee with some of the Northgate investors and business owners to identify the highest priorities and the ones that are most workable from a public safety point of view.
A lot of people from the outside look at College Station as just a college town. Would you argue that it's more than that?
Oh, it certainly is. I think we're doing a pretty good job of attracting some of the businesses that will employ people after college.
When you said you've always shown up and done the work, at the end of the day, who do you do it for?
There are lots of ways to serve. I've found that I'm comfortable with the public sector role as an elected official to commit my time to help sort out the priorities, try to reflect the will of the citizens, and I'm willing to study those issues and make the decisions.
And the first City Council meeting for the year is set for next Thursday on January 12th.
And you know, it's not just Brand College Station that's seeing changes. It's almost every city. Navasota has even seen a lot of significant changes themselves that they're going to address going into the new year. And on KAGS News at 6 and 10 tomorrow, we'll be sharing some of what their city is looking to accomplish within the next year. Mayor Burt Miller says that they've seen a lot of businesses coming into the area and a lot more people attracted to the small town atmosphere. Going forward, Miller says the city has road projects to work on, is looking to lower taxes, and has some events planned in the coming months.